It's Dan the podcast, man, and I'm all about highlighting people's journeys, and I'm on the hunt looking for incredible people with stories that deserve to be told. Welcome, everybody, to an episode of Highlighting the Journey. I want to welcome you to our new studio here in Huntington, Bella Vita Studios. This is my new home. I hope you like the design and the logo that I got going on. And today, my guest is a real estate agent, and her name is Giselle.
Hi.
Hi. Well, welcome. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
So, real estate agent. We're just going to dive right in, and I'm just going to ask these very, very complicated, hard questions for you.
Okay.
Wait, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, good. No, well, thank you for coming on the show. I know we did like a pre-interview prior, and you got to, like a little taste of that, and I'm very happy to have you on because I got a little bit of your backstory, and I don't want to expose too much. I want you to tell it again in a little bit more deeper detail, but it was so incredible to hear your story, and I can't wait to dive more into it. But let's start with the real estate portion of it. How long you're an agent, right?
Yes, I've been licensed for 2 years. I haven't really done anything. It's the typical story of a real estate agent that's been licensed for so long and hasn't done anything in sales.
Hold on. What is the typical story?
I don't know. I feel like I always hear, oh, yeah, I've been licensed or doing real estate for like 5 years, but haven't done anything. And even now, like a lot of agents only do like 5 deals a year. So
The people that know me, I'm an investor, and they always ask me, like, are you a real estate agent? I'm like, no. It's like, well, how do you buy real estate? I'm like, yeah, you don't need anything. So 2 years. So in that time frame, I know a little bit about agents and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I have a little bit of information, but my question for you is, do you see yourself more as a buyer agent or a seller's agent?
That's a great question. Starting off, I mean, my first transaction was seller's agent. So that was a good experience. And after having that experience, I was like, all right, I really do want to hone in on the seller side. Okay. So I do both, but lately it has been buyer's agent where it's, hey, I need help this and do that. I'm like, okay, I'm more than happy to like guide you around. But
you said you really like the selling portion, so it's like you like that portion of you can knock it out of the park.
Yeah,
with
100%.
Why do you think that?
Why? That's a great. It's like what makes you different from
any
other
why
agent?
Are you different? What makes you so special? No, seriously. Why? So I asked the question because it's a good trait to hear from people because. Yesterday, I was doing job interviews for this company, and we're doing like a warehouse manager type of person. And the first person came in was okay, and then the next person that came in was like, oh, I'm a painter, I'm an artist, but he really wanted the job. But it's like, he can't be a warehouse person. Nothing to discredit him that he can't do the job, but you really don't want to put somebody in a position where they're going to be unhappy.
Right.
And they're not going to at least enjoy somewhat what a job is or a career is. So that's why I ask you why the selling point you like that better.
Right. That's a great question. And I think it's like passion. Like it's confidence and passion. Because I love real estate so much. Like this is like I see myself doing forever.
Forever?
Forever. As long as I live.
Are you going to retire?
I don't think so.
Good answer. So you're in this vicious cycle. I had my one of my coaching calls yesterday, and I just learned that I'm in that vicious cycle. It's like retire. Yeah,
I don't see that.
Yeah. Well, that's great that you figured out this in your life and in that portion. And so, how did real estate all begin? For you.
Right.
Not in general. Like, how did all the house sales on?
For me, real estate came in back during, like, the COVID time where, really, the interest rates were really low, 2%, 1%, whatever it was.
The refi boom.
Yes. So no one had anything to do during COVID time, so you just listen to podcasts and watch things, like videos and stuff.
Did you watch Tiger King?
No.
Yeah, that was like the thing on Netflix, and it was just like
That's one of the things I didn't watch.
You did yourself a favor.
I'm like, this is no.
You did yourself a favor. I just want to know because that was like COVID happened, and then that was released, and everybody wouldn't stop talking about it.
I don't really jump on the like trends. Like, it's like, you know how they say, like, don't follow what everybody's doing.
Do you watch Love is Blind?
I used to watch it, but I don't really keep up with it now.
Oh, that's okay. But anyway, let's go back. So COVID times, you're watching videos.
Yes, videos, podcasts, whatever it is. And there was just this one podcast that kind of like grabbed my attention. It was the Bigger Pocket podcast, investing and stuff like that, doing the Burr method, the fix and flips. What I think they were doing wholesaling too there. So there was a
really
whole, yeah, they were doing different types of investing.
Airbnb was big. So I love your story because it's very, very pretty much dead on center with my story. 2020 happened, and I think most people it was like a two-way thing. It's either everybody started drinking like crazy. It's just like we just started drinking.
You gotta do something.
You gotta do something. But I think the drinking kind of like other people phased out, and they're like, okay, I gotta do something now. And for me, I don't drink, but I was like, well, I have all this additional time. What can you do with it? And Bigger Pockets, same. Like when you tell your story, because you told me a little bit, is the same exact story that happened to me. So the Bigger Pockets. So you were listening to like Brandon Turner,
right.
David Green.
David Green, that's the guy. So I would just listen out. My goal was financial freedom. So like that's what I'm aiming towards. And
financial freedom is a term best described for most people is that you don't technically have to really worry about money and income anymore.
Right.
And that's where you want to land yourself. And most people it is because let me ask you this, if you're financially free, what does that give you?
People say like money doesn't buy happiness.
Well, that's a lie. It's a lie because it can make things absolutely easier and better. Like the actual feeling of happiness is not. Yeah and no. And what I mean by that is like happiness, by the way, is just a 10-second feeling.
Right.
What you want to feel is content.
Right.
You want to feel, okay, I'm happy. You made the sale, whatever house you sold. But now you feel content about what you accomplished. So getting that financial freedom, you sound like you just want to be content financially.
Right.
So, and like what I was trying to prompt you up for, and I'm going to prompt it up. So like having the money, what you think it's going to bring more, what to your life?
It's just, for my future children's children, it's that generational wealth where my family will be set because my parents weren't fortunate enough to have that. Or I won't be having that, wealth coming in once they, pass away down the line. It's all hard work that I'm doing that my children's children will enjoy all that money or, invest in. You're looking at this fly. It's distracting.
There's a fly coming around here. I just looked at it. Keep going. Sorry.
So that's
legacy.
You're
talking about. Hold on. There's a fly.
It's
like that. It's like the Breaking Bad episode of The Fly. That was the dumbest episode they ever filmed.
like a cat with a little laser.
Pretty much. We're not cutting that out, by the way. That's staying on the podcast. You're talking about legacy,
right.
and you're not thinking about yourself.
No.
And
it's not about myself.
And I believe as you told me, you have a daughter, right?
Right.
And
so that's the key thing. I had my daughter when I was 19, so I was very young.
So how old are you today?
I'm 27.
You're 27. Wow. And to have a mindset at 27 like this is, I want to say, it's more rare. It's more rare. At 27 years old, I was partying.
I agree. And that's where I find myself now, where it's like anybody my age, we don't have the same mindset that I do. Yeah. You'll find them, of course, but the people that I'm surrounded with, my community, you don't find that at all.
I had the coaching call yesterday, and it's most people, you're going to find yourself that you're going to make other people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And it's not because you want to. Is because what you express and how you feel about things, people want to do it and they say they want to do it, but
they never do it.
They never do it. And saying is one, feeling it and thinking about it and maybe saying it. Like for me, once I announced the words, once I said I was going to build a podcast studio, there was nothing stopping me.
Right.
There's just go, right. Take action. And because I know there's going to be whatever result, there's going to be some form of result. It could be failure. which is fine because I'll learn from that.
Right.
But it's your fashion in that context. So you got into the bigger pockets. So where did you go from there that you felt like I want to be a real estate agent and kind of more or less landed you where you are today?
Right. So after listening to everything, all the methods that Brandon Turner and David Green were really like talking about, and they were talking about W-2. Like, okay, since your goal is to buy real estate, to own real estate, I figured why not work my butt off now as a young, I was what I think I was 22, 21, around the age when I heard about Bigger Pockets. I was listening.
Oh, so you heard about it even before you got
Right.
involved with COVID.
So like,
wow. So you're way ahead of me.
I was just listening, and so I was like, finally, like, okay, let me just work. If it's possible to do with the W-2, why not? Why not me try to get it done? So I would work, save.
So you say work, W-2. What were you doing?
So back that it would be just retail job. I think when I was working during that time, what was I doing?
What was she doing, ladies and gentlemen?
I was working at I think a grocery store.
Okay.
Like that's what I was doing, is just doing a grocery store job. And then I ended up being in the restaurant industry, where my sister-in-law was like, hey, I have this restaurant where I'm making good money. Why don't you come here? Okay, cool. So I started being server, bartender. So those few years of just me working, not having a life, just sacrificing a ton. Sacrificing family time, sacrificing me time, sacrificing living life as everybody wants to do.
Yeah.
So all that money I worked for, and I just saved and got down deposit, down payment for my house, closing costs, and
so let's back up a little bit with your story, because it's very good. Because we're in this particular day and age, things are extremely expensive. We see where the housing market is,
right,
and it seems like out of reach. Where we know it is, but it isn't. You just have to come up with some formalized plan. So you had to come up with some formalized plan. Not maybe you've wrote it down, but like you're working at the grocery store.
Right.
You have a child. How are you navigating? Like, what are you telling? So the money gets deposited in your bank. What was like a normal check? Like roughly, what were you making around?
You see, I should have done my homework because I don't remember.
That's fine.
I don't remember.
She doesn't need to do homework. I don't want you to do homework. This is a podcast. This isn't homework. All right. But what I wanted to ask you more or less is, how did you allocate your money?
The key thing about me, it's like in my bones, is frugality. I'm very frugal. I am the most cheapest person on this planet. And everybody knows that knows me. Because I just don't spend. Like, I don't need the fancy new, clothes, shoes, and all this stuff. So, like, I'm just really good at saving. I don't spend. If I need to save money, won't do what, like, I don't know. It's just in me. There wasn't no system, I feel like. There wasn't, like, this is the goal. 90% of the paycheck's going into savings. 10% I would spend.
Wow.
Like, that's impressive. Aggressive I was.
Yeah, you're much better than me. Like, I grew up in an Italian household, both parents Italian immigrants, and they came to this country with zero. So saving was just part of their nature. It still is to this day. Like, when I talk to my father, like recently he needed a new car, but he still has it now. But it was a 2000. He still has a 2003 CRV, and kept breaking down. I just look at him like, you have the money. Just buy a brand new car. He's like, no, it's fine. We're just going to take it to the mechanic. It has 180,000 miles. He does it. But I finally convinced him, my father's 65 years old. I think he could enjoy life, but it's just embedded in him. It was embedded by my grandma, and then it transferred to him. And then when he came here, that's what he knew how to do. So it's like, kind of like, I want to say like you're born into it, because even me, I wasn't really like, I knew about it, but I didn't do it until later, until I got wise. I'm like, you know what? You got to stop blowing all your money on all this stuff. But then I started saving. I'm like, okay, it's actually possible. But it is very impressive that you did it at a young age. Do you feel that, because I have kids too, is that your daughter was your why? Was that factoring in your
100%. My parents are immigrants, so I'm first generation. So it's where they came to the country with nothing. And I've seen how hard they work, and like being in that household, watching them bust their ass and kind of just like living paycheck to paycheck. It's like you'd go around in the school, and you know these kids are doing this, they're traveling, they're doing that, and
They
I'm
have
like,
nice clothes.
right, and I'm like, okay, well I can't do all of that, and it's such a shitty feeling, you know. So
Yeah, of course.
ever since I had my daughter, especially at such a young age, I want to be like, I don't want my daughter to experience that growing up. Like, I don't want her to, I want to be able to provide her for what she wants, but not always give it to her, obviously. But just being able to do it, not doing it all the time, but the ability of, like, okay, Mom, my friends are going to Mykonos over the weekend. Yeah, go.
Mykonos.
Here's your money and go.
Mykonos.
This is just like a hypothetical, but like that's my
No,
envision.
of course,
like
yeah.
her being like, you know, a young adult and wanting to do all these things because I was never able to.
With your story, you had your daughter at 19 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Before you had your daughter, and it says that you were already frugal in that sense. But did you feel before you had your daughter that you were living more of a teenager, young adult life? Like,
I would say so, yes.
Okay. And then correct me if I'm wrong, once you had your daughter, it was kind of like, you don't have a choice.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You have no choice.
Definitely.
And it's time to basically grow up.
Yep. The reason why I say that is because I'm one of 5, so I'm a big family. So, like, I kind of, like, raised my 2 youngest siblings.
So you have experience.
Yeah. So, like,
it's on your resume.
Right. Like, it's already in my bones that I'm taking care of others and being put in the position of the adult, quote unquote, you know, in that situation. Because it kind of had to be, you know? So,
yeah.
And people say that now, like, you're so mature for your age. When I was, 5 years ago, wow, like, you're very mature for your age. I'm like, well, because I kind of had to.
Well, you kind of so women, sorry guys, women do mature faster. Guys don't really mature until they're like 26, 27.
No, 35.
Okay. Wow, I'm 35, so I'm mature now. Yes.
Finally.
Yes, thank God. Thank you for the validation. Thank you. We could stop the podcast right here and end the show. I am mature. So women do mature at a younger age, and then on top of that, having a child. And if you don't mind me asking, like, what was it like when you had it? Were you scared? Were you trying to because that's a lot. That's a tremendous undertaking at such a young age.
It is. It's scary, but my family was supportive. Like they were just like, all right, we'll deal with it now that it's here, you know? Like it wasn't But I think that support really helped.
Yeah, but I even think for your family and then my family on top of it, having a kid at 19 years old was normal. Like
back then,
yeah,
100%.
Yeah, like my parents, my mom had me, I believe she was 30, I'm the youngest, and had her first, my oldest brother Michael, when she was 21. So yeah, it was like more normal. Actually, quite honestly, me, like now that I have my 2 kids, I really wish I had my kids younger because of just having energy and just. I do look at the clock. I do look at like the years. Like I'm 35, my daughter's 3. I'm like, okay, what am I going to be at 40? She's going to be 10. Like, you know, and I don't really like that, but it is what it is. And
yeah, it's nice because once my daughter's 18, I'm 30.
She's out.
And I'm like in my 40s, yeah, and she's already out the house. You know what I mean? Which is great.
Your daughter, the way you sound and the way you are, your daughter is going to just be your business partner. Because what were you doing? You're kind of prompting her up, and
I am. It's so bad.
Yeah, she's doing it on purpose. So she told me a little bit before the story. So let's dive in a little bit. So like you're basically giving her the mindset.
Yes, I'm setting her up.
How does she feel about? How does your daughter feel about?
She was like, "Are you done?" I'm like giving her this spiel. Like last night, it was a spiel. I'm like, "Do you understand?" She's like, "Well, duh." I'm like. Okay,
wow.
Sassy much, but like she's just like over it. She's like, all right, I get it. Like I don't need your lessons here and there. But I like growing up, I want her to like just think back. Like mom would say these small little things and like statements, and then she'll have it distilled in her mind, like in the back of her head.
Of course, she is a kid. Like everything you do, the kid's going to absorb whether you realize it or not. That's what's going to happen. And here comes like the other thing about it. Since you were a kid and the way you just explained your story, you didn't have that.
Right.
Your parents didn't have that mindset. You didn't get that. No. Now you have it. It's like embedded in like, I have to teach this to her. Like I'd be doing a disservice to her if
100%.
So Trust me, I'm on the same path where I envision my kids doing similar to me. They're not gonna know unless they watch this particular podcast. Like they're not gonna know how much money I have. They're not
No.
gonna know my portfolio. I don't want them to I want them to understand the value of a dollar.
Yep.
Like you can have whatever you want. It's how much are you willing to work for it.
Exactly.
And I bet you're doing the same exact thing, which is
Yeah.
so it's so kick ass. It's just I love it. So where are you at today? What's happening today in your world?
So right now, I have done the investment part just very briefly. I don't think I like dipped my toes in it.
Why you say just deeply? I mean, what you told me about your investing, it sounds like you have a pretty good handle on something that's very extremely difficult to do.
It is, but I think that I want to expand more into like having this like real estate investment portfolio.
So
like,
so you want a bunch of rentals?
Yeah, so like right now I have my 3 properties. It's
Okay.
it's sitting nice, but right now I want to change direction instead of investing and go into sales.
Okay.
Go into that the income, I guess you could say. 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't
you
want to
wanna-
work W2 anymore. Like I want to, and the real estate is good, but I don't want to. I want to live at some of the risk at the moment.
So you have 3 properties right now. When you let's back it up a little bit. When did you obtain the first property? Like-
The first one was when I was 23 back in 2021.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's when I bought my first house. W2 style. I didn't.
You saved up. It sounds like you did the hard work. You were working at a grocery store. You were working as a bartender. You were working very low paying jobs and had a vision, and you made your vision come true. So is it difficult? I mean, that is just like this story. Like you're at like.
And that's why I like in sales in particular, where it's just like when I come by buyers, where I think the average first time home buyer I think is like 40 something now.
Oh, it's crazy.
I
I
don't
just
know.
saw it. I think I saw it again. It was like it got up to 52, and that bothers me. It really
It's
does.
insane. I'm like, how? Like it's just so. If I can do it, anybody can do it. But you're gonna have to want to do it.
And sacrifice.
Right. So it's not gonna come easy, and nothing in life is easy. You gotta work your ass for it.
But it's like, people go back in time. Well, this is how much a house was and all this stuff. And it still doesn't, like, yes, it was cheaper, but then living costs were cheaper.
Yes.
Things were just different.
Yeah.
And is the market absurdly overpriced right now? I think so. I do think there's a little bit of an unfair thing. But it's just trying to figure, I feel like it's a barrier.
Yeah.
And you're just going to have to figure out how to get over that barrier. So it's either you're going to figure that out or you're going to accept like, hey, I can't afford a house. I'm just going to live that. And I do want to say this too. There's nothing wrong also with renting. I'm a landlord and I lived in Astoria for 4 years. There was nothing like owning an apartment too where like, I don't got to worry about anything. I walk out here, the snow better be shoveled. And like, it's always, there's always these perks of like, you have to see what that person's life is too. So if you do rent, you can pack up my stuff and go anywhere. Right now I got my house. Well, I know what I would do with my house personally. I would just rent it out. But, it's just like you do have 2 different types of lifestyles. So you bought the first house. And what did you do with the first house once you bought it?
So I made sure. So my method of investing is house hacking. So
Ooh.
you don't hear that much often. Where
What's so
people, like-
funny about house hacking, all right? Because I love that first of all, I can't stand the word hacking. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, isn't it kind of like a hack?
It's a
I don't
cheat
know.
code. Oh, I just fucking cheat code all of a sudden. Listen, my father was house hacking when I was 8 years old and it was 3 of us, me and my brother. We all had 1 bedroom and it was a bunk bed that had fit for 2 people in it. So me and my brother, and then on the top, there was a top bunk bed for my oldest brother. We're all in one small little room. Meanwhile, upstairs, my father rented it out. But most Long Islanders, they do that.
Yes, that is true.
So it's like I hear house hacking, but it's just like I don't know. I find it funny when I hear hack. Like, here's the hack. Like, no, here's the plan. Here's what I did.
Well, that's the term that they use. So quote unquote house hacking.
House hacking. You hacked the house. Great.
I sure did. So I made sure there was a separate living area. So I lived in the smaller part. I rented out the larger area.
Again, being conservative. I'm sorry to cut you off, but that was just like right there. Living in the small spot, bringing down what do you actually need. But go on. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
And I just rented it out. So at that point, my mortgage was all covered, and everything that I was working,
living for free.
My W-2s were going straight to my saving account.
So here's the big thing. You sacrificed, and you got to the point where you got to the point. I know I'm repeating myself, but where you went through a major hard step. And then you just reap that benefit. Do you know what it's like? Like for me, it's like when I moved back to Long Island after living in Astoria, I built an apartment upstairs and I moved one of my best friends up there.
Right.
It didn't cover the whole mortgage, but damn, it covered most of it. It's like how much you live and pay on Long Island? I was paying like $800, and be like, what? Granted, I did buy my house in 2016 with the low interest rate, but. So you're already living for free. Now you got past that hard part, and people are like, "How do you keep buying more houses?" So it's not, I already know where you're starting.
It's easy. The starting part
is the hardest
hard.
part. Is the hardest
but
part.
But once you do it, you execute, and don't just think that it's gonna come to you.
No, it's not.
You gotta make a decision and take a risk, an opportunity. But some people don't take that. So hey, this came across. I was looking for a home, and I made sure that the place where I was going to buy had that opportunity for me to do it. So
let me ask you this right now.
There.
Can you right now, today, go to JFK and get on a plane and go to Mykonos? Can you go to Greece right now?
I mean, I could, but I don't want to.
But what I'm saying is that you're bringing up the thing, like your friends are going to these places, and then you said it's either, okay, I'm going to sacrifice now, hard life back then, easy life now.
Right.
So once you break that barrier, which I have too, people are like, how are you buying all these houses? It's just rolling into the next.
Yes, it's a snowball.
It's a snowball effect.
It's all it is, a snowball.
So it's just getting past that. And you're very, very fortunate that you got that at a young age. You executed. I'm so happy for you and your daughter, especially because your daughter's lucky. Your daughter's lucky that has.
Thank you.
No, I'm serious. To have a mom that really took the right approach in life and just executed in such a well fashion, and she's gonna reap the benefits. You're reaping the benefits now. So you're in that first house. How'd you swing into the next one? So everything's going into your bank account. So you're just
right. The next one, this one, totally rented out. I'm cash flowing for the second one. I didn't move at my first house, so
you just made that just as whole rental.
Whole rental. The whole house is being rented out. I'm cash flowing $600 a month for that one. And then for the third one that I just bought back in June, that one is the house hacking, the word you love using. I made sure that it was apartment. I moved into the smaller part. This was W-2 purchase again. Like it wasn't anything that.
When you say W-2 purchase, so let's back that up. This is what people don't understand too about getting loans. If you have a W-2, you are bankable, right? How easy is it to get a loan?
It's pretty easy.
It's not. It's just, what do? I make X amount of money. Okay, you need to save up this amount of money to get to this point. The hard part's saving. The hard part is sacrificing.
Yep.
The plan is there. The tools are there. It's not. It's like people are like, how do you keep doing it? It's like, it's really not rocket science. Like
it's not, and so I did it. I moved out, renting out the other place. Now it's cash flowing. It's not just breaking even for the first house. Second house, I'm cash flowing. Third house, because interest rates are a little high, I'll be honest.
So
75% of the mortgage is covered, and I pay probably for living expenses $800 or I
in
would
Long
say,
Island.
Yeah, I would say closer to $1,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you're doing all this. Your daughter becomes 18. I'm just trying to fast forward into your future a little bit. Does she have to house hack too?
No.
Does
she wants to, but
well, she's actually technically going through it right now. So she is. It's quite. Oh my God, it's quite remarkable. So like I asked you where you are today, you want to focus on the sales. You're going to pump the brakes
Yeah.
on the investing portion. So
Mm-hmm.
you're going to watch the market. So like, let's talk about a little bit about 2026. Like, what's the goal? What would you love to do?
The goal is just build my business, my brand in real estate.
What is your brand? What are you?
That's a great question.
Ooh,
I'm
we gotta-
just someone that's passionate in the industry, and I'm here to help people. That's all about service and being in hospitality. Like in the restaurant business, all you do is service. Like you're in the service industry. So I think I just put everything with honesty. Like everything I do is honesty. It's passion, and people see that in me. They're like, "Yeah, you're really passionate about this."
It speaks so much more in volume when you deal with people like that. That's why I loved when I met you. And first I watched your content, and then I met you, and then it's just like, okay, I see what type of person she is, and that's the type of person I want on my podcast. For of course your story, but it's like who you surround yourself with and your network with. It's like, I want to do business with you. I want to buy a house through you. It's much more than sometimes the dollar amount, because I know I have a peace of mind.
Right.
And if you win, I win. It's like I deal with the real estate agent. I don't know if you're familiar with him. His name's Pocket Pete.
Yes.
Yeah. So even him, like he went to me with a few houses, and it's like, okay, he knows the houses are a little low. He could sell for more, but he's still going to make his money. But at the same time, I'm going to make money by buying the house lower than flipping it. So it's like, and for him, it's not so much like he can definitely make an extra X amount of dollars, but for what?
Right.
And people focus so hard on that dollar amount, that's not what it's about. It's about, money is about understanding that it's a tool.
Right.
And whether you know how to utilize that tool is on you. And you knew how to use that by saving and understanding, and then flipping it into buying a house, and then swinging into the next one, in. So like when I look at money, it's like, yeah, it's a bunch of numbers, but it's just a tool. It's just a tool.
It is.
Yeah. Wow, that's so cool. So, but what I really wanted to ask, so like a year from now, because I'm going to have you back on here.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. And don't worry, I'll make sure I say your last name right. Yeah, dear God. Everybody knows who comes to my podcast. You butchered my last name. Like, oh my God. Anyway, how many houses would you like to sell next year?
I don't know, because like you say, a lot of people are like, oh, don't make the goal so high that you won't be able to reach it.
Oh, it's all where you put the goalpost, yeah.
So I want to make it a reasonable goal where I know I'm going to hit it, but I also want to challenge myself.
Of course. There's nothing wrong with that. It's like a thing where it's like kind of like a safety thing where you don't stress yourself out too much. So this is what happened to me this year. My goals, because I create what's called SMART goals. It's an acronym that breaks down basically what your goal is going to be. And then I wrote that I want to buy at least 3 homes this year and make a profit. I think it was like $150,000, somewhere in that vicinity, from all those properties. Next week, I'm buying number 4.
You see?
But that's what I'm talking about.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So next week I'm buying number 4, and I wasn't even looking for houses at this point. But that's my network.
Right.
That was my network.
Right.
That was Pete reaching out to me, saying, "Oh, I know Danny's a serious buyer." And same thing goes for you. Mm-hmm. You know, it's the humbleness. It's
right.
It's all that. You're going to figure out your brand, which is going to be kick-ass, by the way, and I can't wait. I really hope you start making more content and posting it, because your story is so good, and you got to share it.
Yeah.
I know this podcast, you're sharing it, but it's only so many people are going to watch it and listen, but I think you're just going to take right off once you start making content.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's why I reached out to you. I was like, you know what? Let me just put myself out there. I'm very, to myself. I hate putting
don't believe her.
Stories out there. I don't.
Don't believe her.
I really don't like putting I am to myself. But
of course,
I've realized just being honest with people, and that's just gonna come tenfold to you. So thank you for having me, though.
We're not done yet. So
I know,
but we're not done yet. You don't think
sure.
you're gonna get it? First of all, you're not getting out of here unscathed. By the way, we're not done, because there's still more stuff we got to do, talk about. Believe it or not. But of course, yeah, I'm very happy to have you on. Anybody that is trying to do better in their life, and their journey your journey is very good, because it's like I'm hearing the grocery store. I'm hearing the struggle.
Right.
I'm hearing having a kid at a young age and saying, yeah, I'm not living the life in this way where I'm going to live paycheck to paycheck. I do not accept that. You did not accept that. And now you're just going to keep going from there. But the content, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Once I started making content, my business X3, X4. And I'm not trying to sell you my studio or anything in that matter. I'm just saying just for your sake. And then you'll start to figure out your brand and all that stuff. And then people will know you. The reason people are like, why is it Dan? You'll remember it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
it's like a hook.
It's a hook.
Something to keep you in their mind.
And there is like a set of marketing tools. Actually, one of them is like, Steve knows this. It's like number one is like, are you sexy? I'm like, well, I'm going to scratch that one off. But it's like, they seriously go, what is memorable and how are people going to make a brand? And sexy's like number one. And then it goes down. And then it went to like number 3, 4. It was like, I don't know which one it was, but it said being remembered. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I could be Dan the home buyer man, but it's like, Dan. But then that was a nickname that was developed as a backstory. Mm-hmm. And there's something there that you haven't figured out yet. And you're going to...
I'm going for it. I'm here to figure it out.
You're going to figure it out.
And seeing what's...
And if you need
spaghetti in the wall and seeing what sticks.
Why spaghetti?
I don't know. That's one.
Is there sauce on it?
Yes.
And cheese?
No, I don't know. Meatballs maybe too.
No, meatballs. All right. Let's have a little fun.
Oh, gosh. Now I'm nervous.
You should be. No. Dun, 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 dun.
Is this like a hat trick?
Yeah, I'm doing a hat trick. I got a
little card trick.
Okay, so you're picking this one?
Yeah.
All right, just pull it out a little bit. All right, I got it. Actually, you know what?
No.
No. I was going to have you read it, but no, I'm going to read it. Oh, man, I really don't want to ask you this question.
Oh, man, I don't want to answer it, so I think we're in the same boat.
I'll leave it up to you. Do I ask you the question or skip to the next one? And this is all on you now. I'm putting the ball in your court.
All right, go for it.
All right. Where was the last time you cried and why?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't want to be a sad thing, but that's why I didn't want to ask you.
When was the last time I cried and why? This was probably like 2 nights ago.
What happened? I'm so sorry. What happened?
So I was laying down with my daughter at night, going to bed, and I was giving my spiel, like
lecturing her,
giving her okay. I was just talking about how grateful I am. Because every time I go to bed and I look where I'm at, I'm gonna start crying now. This will be the next time. I just look around. I'm like, look what we've done together. Look what we did. And this is just the beginning. And I say that every night I go to bed.
You cried out of gratitude.
I did, because if it wasn't for her or what I've done, we wouldn't have all of this.
I had this same conversation today with a friend of mine, and once I had my kids, I'm like, would I have done everything I've done, really pushed the real estate envelope? Would I really have built the podcast studio? And I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think the why is too big. The kids are just such a big why. Because I talked to this friend, and she doesn't have kids, and it's like I think about myself being single. Not to discredit, I don't want to be single and I don't want to be away from my wife. It was more of what would I do? Would I have the same drive? Would I have? And I don't think so.
I say that too, where I'm like, if I didn't have her, I would be fucking lost.
All right, let's try another one. We're going to try one more here.
I can maybe cry again?
No. If it's a crying one, we're skipping it. But that was a good story, though. Oh, no, that's how it works. Yeah. So these cards are from another podcast. It's called Diary of a CEO.
I love him!
Okay. Steve told me.
Stop it! That is so cute.
So
Good job, Steve.
Yeah, Steve. That's why he's my business partner. he makes me better. No, he did make me better, because these were questions.
He's the other half.
So so it's actually a deck of cards of questions that he wrote up to ask people on a podcast. So I thought it'd be more fun to just play a deck
I
of
like that.
So yeah, I kind of wanted to. This is a brand new thing that you're experiencing.
Oh yeah.
Great.
I'm the guinea pig.
Wow, these are really coming down hard. All right, here we go. It's a good one, though. When was the moment where you were most afraid? Like, what was
most afraid?
Yeah.
Wow, you're gonna really put me in like in a vulnerable position.
Dun dun dun
I'm
dun.
going to be so vulnerable right now.
Which is good. People see that.
It's good, but it's scary.
It's uncomfortable. You know, you lean into when you lean into stuff like that, good things happen.
You're giving me that look like share, spill the beans.
Spill the beans. It really is. You don't have to share it, but it's just when people see that you're vulnerable too, and that you're a real person, which you are a real person. Yeah. You connect.
They can relate.
They can relate. It's like me. I struggled with let's say one topic of me, not to get in my story, is like sobriety. I'm sober for 6 years, and I had a really bad time with drugs and alcohol. But when I tell people that I was that way, and then they see what I am today,
right,
it gives them hope.
Exactly.
So what you're about to give is going to give hope.
I hope so.
It will.
It will.
It will. Absolutely will. So.
And I think, and I've heard this with a bunch of friends, feeling stuck, but the whole thing is separating from my daughter's father.
Okay.
That was like the most afraid I was.
That's horrifying.
It is, where it's like, do I stay in this broken relationship for my daughter?
Yeah.
Or do the scary thing and do life alone with my daughter? Like, choose your heart. What heart is it?
100%. And having it, first of all, relationships are extremely difficult. Mm-hmm. Even myself, I've been with my wife for over 15 years, and we do have our ups and downs, but we know we have to work through them. But to sit there, and I've known people that stay in a relationship, and we just know, it's not working, man. Like, what are you doing? And they're staying for the kid, but then the kid's suffering because of that, because the parents are not well.
Right.
Now you did the scary thing, and then you did even more scarier thing. Well, that was a scary thing in itself, because to have a kid and then do it alone, I can't imagine not having my wife. And right. Could I do it alone? The answer is yes, but would I want to? No. Right. No, I want the support. But but thank you for sharing that, and that is powerful that you said that, because it's a true and real thing.
Yeah, and like I said, my friends would say like, "Oh, I feel stuck." I'm like, "Girl,
do not even go there.
Girl.
Don't even go there.
Our lives are more intertwined than yours will ever be."
Oh man, you might definitely have
multiple ways. If I can do it, anyone can do it. Why
do you stuck. You said that twice. Why do you say that? If you could do it,
because it's like, who am I? Like, I'm just like this. No one, if you're walking across the street, no one knows me. Like, it's just me. Like,
she was lost when she first got here. Umbrella.
I blew in like a tumbleweed into the podcast.
You sell yourself short. All right, we're gonna have fun now, like fun.
Okay.
All right.
I like those cards, but
I do. I don't want to keep going with
sloppy.
Well, you got two bad cards. Maybe I should go check the questions. There was really good questions in there.
But they were.
All right. These are rapid fire questions. Just answer them. Okay.
What if I say pass?
You can say pass.
Okay.
All right. But if you want to give it a little thought, it's fine.
Okay.
We could chop it up. That's the magic of having a podcast studio. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Are you having fun?
I am having a good time.
Great. Did I tell you I'll break the barrier and everything? Do you even feel like you're on a podcast, by the way?
I mean, with all this lighting and microphones. I know, but it feels like a natural conversation. I love this conversation because it's very, it gets you thinking.
It's intimate.
Right. A lot of people don't have these kind of intense conversations.
Do we have our phones out?
No.
Okay, so you have no distraction. It's just you and me with two microphones. There's there's nobody around. There's just cameras. But that's why I love the podcast so much, is that we have lost the art of really just having intimate conversations. Yeah, and everybody's like, "Oh, maybe they call you like, oh, did you do that thing or whatever? Okay, great. See you later. Bye. Click." Literally,
that's all it is.
And then if they had a conversation, somehow it goes into some form of text message where it's just like, okay, all right,
I agree.
Let's get back on track. Good. I'm glad you're having a good time. Favorite movie?
Oh, dang.
It's okay.
That one I'm gonna have to think, because
we'll give you time to think. You know what? It doesn't have to be rapid fire. We'll just cut it. What's your favorite movie?
But you can't ask why, because
I'm not going to ask why. It's a question.
I don't remember a lot of movies. Like, if I watched a movie yesterday, I'd forget everything by the next day, which is really bad.
Is that mom brain?
No, it's just me brain.
Oh, you brain.
The one that comes up to mind because I would watch this over and over again is Captain America. It's so weird.
Which one?
The first one, the original
No,
one.
that's a good one. That's a great movie.
That's the one I've watched always, like, a few times.
It's great.
So weird.
Anything was World War II.
It's so weird.
Favorite book?
I would say it's so basic, but
Go
it's the only one that like made me make a decision based on that book is Rich Dad Poor Dad.
I knew it. It's a good one.
It's good.
I read it too, and it changes the mindset.
It really does.
What's your favorite store to shop in? When you walk in there, you're like, oh my God. For me, it's Home Depot and Lowe's. I don't know why.
It's kind of hard to ask a woman that's very frugal.
Why?
What favorite store is? Because I don't like spending money.
Okay. So what is it, the groceries? You want to say the grocery store?
I love going to Whole Foods.
Whole Foods. Listen, Whole Foods is great. You can say Whole Foods. I already know this one, but what's your favorite color?
Red.
She's wearing no red. But
my car is red.
What's your favorite ice cream?
People are going to hate me.
Why? Who cares what people think? First of all.
Mint Oreo.
Ugh. I'm sorry.
Toothpaste?
I'm sorry. I just don't understand the mint. I don't understand the mint.
I told you people were gonna.
I don't hate you.
No,
I just
of course not. But it's just like no one ever likes that.
God, I hate
but
her.
I'm the one that loves it.
Good. Who gives a shit? If you had one superpower, what would it be?
If I had one superpower.
Yep.
Probably teleportation, like teleport places.
It's a good one. You can just be anywhere.
At any time.
Okay. Do you eat hamburgers? Do you eat meat?
Yes.
Okay. When you order a hamburger, do you eat the hamburger first, then the fries? Or do you eat the hamburger and fries together? Or flip it, you just eat the french fries first, then the hamburger?
You eat it together. You
The-
kind of eat it together.
This
That's
is what defines. You want to
combination of the
define your
meal.
brand. This is people need to know this information. I just know certain people that will eat the burger completely first and then the french fry.
Just like the people that don't drink while eating. Like
That's crazy.
they don't drink at all. Like they won't have a cocktail, they'll have
Water.
water, but like they will. My cousin actually would eat the french fries first and then the burger.
See, now you're thinking about it.
No, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. I watch a lot of this stuff.
Like pouring cereal, the milk or the cereal first, like
Yeah. Are you a Netflix or a Hulu person?
Netflix, 100%.
Favorite color Gatorade? Which I hate Gatorade. I don't know why I asked this question.
I don't drink Gatorade.
Good.
But the color would be red.
Color be red. Do you prefer beaches or mountains?
Ooh, probably mountains.
Really?
Yeah.
I was feeling beachy vibes with you.
No, you don't find me in the beach.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that? You don't like the sand? What's the matter with the beach?
What? Like
Now I'm upset. Forget about the mint. I'm playing. Do you prefer using a laptop or a desktop?
I have both. The convenience of a laptop is just better for me.
All-inclusive resort or exploring a city?
Oof,
If you had to choose one. I know you don't travel. That's a tough one. Because I've learned having a kid, an all-inclusive resort sounds incredible when I used to be a city explorer. So I'm biased now. Like I'm.
I don't. That's a great question.
It is. That's why I've asked it.
Oh my god. I don't know. I would probably go for the all-inclusive resort.
All right. Where would you go?
I don't know.
Doesn't like beaches. Would it be like? Do they have all-inclusive resorts in mountains?
In mountains, probably. If you're going for like a lodge somewhere skiing, I don't know.
That's fine. What do you call cheese that is not yours?
You can't make me say that.
Just ask the question. Why? Why is it so bad? What's cheese that's not yours?
Nacho cheese?
Yeah, she's got it. My wife put this one in here, and I don't like it, but it's disgusting. How do you make a tissue dance? Why are you looking at me like that? These clips are gonna be so funny. It's like you looked at me like I'm in trouble. Do you know the answer first of all?
Something boogie?
Put a little boogie in it.
Put a little boogie in it.
Can you make any animal sounds?
No.
That's fine.
A dog? I don't know.
That's fine. You don't have to. I was gonna make you do it, but then you just seem like. I think I'm blowing you away by these questions.
You're gonna
Make you cry on you. Make you cry, laugh, everything on you. What's your secret talent? And like secret talent, like you do something that most people don't know about you.
Oh, that's crazy. I don't really have one.
Really?
I don't know.
Like some people are shocked that I know how to play instruments for some reason.
No, I don't.
Do you know how to make a certain dish or something like unique?
No, not that's like out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
No, nothing. Now I have to think about that when I'm driving home today.
I kind of want to ask you this question, but what was the last movie that made you cry? Now we're on the crying topic again.
Going back to crying.
We're gonna bring her back.
What was that? What was that movie with
Will Smith?
No, where? Oh, I forgot the name.
Explain it. Oh, this is good. I want to do. That's what I'm gonna do in the podcast. Charades.
Charades. There's a lawsuit between both of the actors that star in the movie.
Social Network?
No, this happened like 3 months ago. It might have been more months ago than that. 4 or 5 months.
Explain
ago.
the story because it's good.
It's the woman. It's Blake Lively is a star of the show with the other gentleman, and she was in a relationship with this man, and he was abusive physically, and I don't know what the name of the movie is.
That's the name of the movie. I don't know the name of the movie.
Blake Lively and somebody else, and they're going through a lawsuit right now because he supposedly.
Oh, it was like it was on Netflix, right?
No, it was in theater. Well, it probably was on Netflix for a while after the theater.
Probably. Anyway.
But that's the movie that made me sobbing.
What's your guilty pleasure song? What's a song that goes on the car and you're singing it?
Probably think anything that's Bruno Mars. I will sing.
Ooh, so okay, what's your favorite Bruno Mars song?
I would say Grenade.
Oh, 2010, 2011 vibes. All right, what's like the
movies is It Ends With Us.
Yes! That's the one. I
Way
was
to go.
sobbing because I feel like I can like somewhat relate because she's putting her child first, and like that's what I do on a daily basis where she's like, it's her. It's so sweet. I cried.
What's like the most what's an unpopular food? Like people say, "Oh, this is the best."
Pineapple on pizza.
Well, you're a lunatic if you did that. You know what they do in Italy, by the way?
What?
I saw a menu. I saw it online. There was a menu of pineapple on pizza, and it was 1,000 euros. But everything else was like $10 a pizza, $10. But you know what's really effed up about Italy, though, is that they literally put everything on their pizza. French fries, hot dogs,
Ooh.
salmon. I had salmon.
Never seen that.
I had salmon pizza, and it was incredible. You got to think about it. The Red Sea, the tuna there, oh my God, the fish.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Would you rather be sexy or smart?
Smart.
Okay, good answer. What's your biggest pet peeve? Drives you up a wall.
Dang. I'm thinking. Biggest pet peeve.
Laziness. Somebody showing up late. Somebody asking him a question from a diary of a CEO.
It's okay. I love him. He's a good.
Oh, he's great.
podcast
Steve,
artist.
yeah.
I have biggest pet peeve. Now that's the hardest question you've asked so far. Oh shoot. I don't know.
What's funny is I can't even ask you this question because that was one of the cards. What was the biggest risk you ever taken? But you already answered that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I have my final question, and this is like whether or not we're gonna be cool or not.
Okay.
You're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
All this for nothing.
all this for nothing. This whole production as we come to the end. What do you call the red stuff that goes on pasta?
Marinara?
Okay, that's a form of it, but like
Sauce?
good. We're cool.
What?
Have you ever heard anybody say it's gravy?
No.
So like there's a thing that goes around where certain Italians call pasta gravy. I know why they call it gravy. It's because of they put meat in it and they say it's a gravy, but there's no. It's like it was like like the show from The Sopranos and like a Godfather thing where it just like it spiraled out as something of Staten Island and Jersey. I don't know what the hell's going on over there, but I can't stand it.
Never heard that. Maybe because I'm not Italian.
Get out of here!
I've never watched The Sopranos.
Yeah, well, it's okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna be fine. Well, we're at the end.
Yes.
This is it. This is it.
Awesome.
What did you take away from this, by the way?
It was really cool.
Awesome.
I'd
really love to hear that.
I like that you were really learning about the person that's sitting across from you.
Of course, that's the idea. Yeah, it's called highlighting the journey. What was your journey? I got your journey. I heard an incredible story. I heard an incredible journey by you. I admire you. I admire somebody like you. It's just and like I said, it's that network, and you're gonna do such incredible things, and like I'm so excited for you. Yeah. But before we do the sign off completely, I do like to ask my guests here, just very simply, if you had to put a message out there to anybody that is either trying to get into real estate, it doesn't even have to be real estate, just maybe trying to better their lives, because it sounds like you went through those internal struggles. What would that message be to those people?
The message would be not giving up.
Ooh.
Just keep going.
So there's no quit button.
Yeah, like my daughter says, I quit. Oh, hell no, you don't. I'm like, nuh-uh.
Good.
Because it's so hard. Like, it's really hard to stay in that mindset of just, like, that's the goal and keep going for that goal. Like, it's just really hard because life just hits you multiple ways.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
bang,
it's
bang.
just go. Like, you're getting hit left and right. You got to stand back up and keep going. Wow. And just being determined to get to that goal.
Hell yeah.
And that determination is going to just lead you where you wouldn't think you'd be.
That was so kick-ass. Thank you.
Yeah.
And the final part. I always like to give this outlet. Where the hell do I find you?
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm on all social medias. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I want to get more into YouTube, so I want to create more shorts and stuff like that. But maybe Steve can help me with that.
Steve can do it all. That's why I have him.
But I'm everywhere.
But what's your name?
Oh, my name is...
That was the point. How do I find you?
Giselle Romero with Signature Premier Properties.
That is it, everybody. Thank you, Giselle, so much. And I hope you enjoyed the podcast, and we'll see you next time.